this time, please stand and remove our hats as we honor America and perform our national anthem. Please welcome current Covenant House Academy students and their sister, Ramaya, Promise, and Heavenly Boom. Yeah. Once again, let us please give a warm round of applause to those beautiful voices, our students, Ramaya, Promise, and Heavenly. Awesome job. We are so proud of the job that you have done representing us at this time. At this time, you may all be seated. Graduates, please remain standing. Okay, everybody. At this time, I want you to take a look at these brilliant minds standing before you. I proudly present to you the Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids graduating class of 2023. Graduates, you may now be seated. Before we get started, I would like to express a few housekeeping things to all of you. First and foremost, we are here to enjoy this wonderful occasion. Please keep those cell phones on silent as we go and honor each and every one of these deserving students tonight. If you have to use the rest area is in the front foyer, and we hope you, and we welcome all of you, we hope you enjoy this wonderful graduation ceremony. Now, first and foremost, we would like to give special thanks. we would like to say thank you to one of our long partners who we nurtured a relationship with, the Gerald R. Ford Job Corps Center. Under the fantastic leadership of Brian Bennett, special thanks to Ms. Walker, special thanks to Mr. Lloyd, everybody representing Job Corps. We want to continue to nourish this fantastic relationship. We would like to thank all of our community partners. Special thanks to our authorizer, Grand Valley State University. Special thanks to the church in which I am proud to say that I was raised in, New Hope Baptist Church. Thank you. Thank you to Arbor Circle. Thank you to Bethany Christian Services. Thank you, Better, Wiser, Stronger. Thank you, Chocolate and Vanilla Productions, under the leadership and the watchful eye of Dr. Kathy Large. That's my mother, everybody. Thank you to Covenant House, Michigan. Thank you to the Urban League and Cure Violence Global. Thank you to Disability Advocates of Kent County. Thank you to Family Outreach Center. Thank you to Friends of Grand Rapids Parks. Thank you to Grace's Table. Thank you to Grand Rapids Center for Community Transformation. Thank you to the Grand Rapids Downtown Market. Thank you to the Grand Rapids Promise Zone in Grand Rapids Community College. Thank you to the Grand Rapids Times. Thank you to Helping Families Heal. Thank you to the Hispanic Center of West Michigan. Thank you to HOAP. Thank you to Home Repair Services of Kent County. Thank you to Juju Bird Restaurant. Thank you to Life Quest Ministries under the leadership of Pastor Jerry Bishop. Thank you to Michigan Rehabilitation Services. Thank you to the NAACP. Thank you to Proactive Project. Thank you to Realism is Loyalty. Thank you to Refugee Education Center. Thank you to Thomas Security, who watches over our school each and every day. Thank you to Trails to Wellness. Thank you to Trinity Health Michigan. Thank you to Trinity United Methodist Church. Thank you to Wellspring Lutheran. Thank you to the YMCA. Thank you to Youth Build. They say it takes a village. Ladies and gentlemen, those were only a few of the village that has got our graduates to this point. Graduates, as I look at you in this joyous moment, I just want to say thank you all for providing the joy, providing the smile that I had on my face each and every time we greeted each other in the morning. Every time you walked through that door, every time that we laid a fist bump and greeted each other and said, "What's up?" that we said, "Hola, como esta?" Yeah, I've been working on that Spanish, Miss Hetherington. Thank y'all for making my day each and every day I came to work. Sometimes I wore a look of fatigue on my face. I want to tell you, young people, this truly is the greatest joy. So thank you once again for providing that great joy, not just for me, but the entire Covenant House Academy of Grand Rapids staff. Thank you. Now, graduates, so I could get a little bit more intimate. To be honest with everybody here, this is really a joyous occasion. But I can forget about every single person in this room, and I want to talk to all of our graduates directly. You know one thing that I want to say, graduates? We are here. Graduates, no matter what it took, we are here. Graduates, I don't care if we had a transportation issue. Mr. Large, I can't get to school. Guess what? That did not stop you. We are here. Oh, no matter what. If I got kicked out of another school and the glimmer of hope seemed to be drifting away, graduates, guess what? We are here. Graduates, I don't care if we didn't have no place to go. I don't care if we had to sleep in the car. Guess what? We are here. Graduates, I don't care if we worked a third shift and we worked all night long, didn't get no rest. They say the rest is for the weary. Guess what? We are here. Stand up, graduates. Graduates, through all of the trauma that we've experienced, through all of the adversity that we have went through, that did not stop us from meeting this outstanding goal. You want to know why? Because we are here. Graduates, I don't care if we saw violence in our neighborhood. I don't care if we lost a loved one and they're not here with us at this moment to see this particular time. Guess what, graduates? We are here. Graduates, as you turn around and look at all of your loved ones and your parents and everybody who supported you along the way, we got one thing to say. That is absolutely right. Now, graduates, it's one thing that we have to do. We put forth a lot of effort. It took a lot for us to get here. We studied a lot. We did those notes when we didn't want to do those notes. The teachers bugged you all the time. They kept calling. If you didn't come to school, they were calling. When you needed that support from your teacher, they were there to lend a helping hand. As we all look at those teachers who made everything possible, and you did your bit too, but as we look at those teachers, we got one thing to say to everybody up there sitting before you right now. We are here. Let's thank that teaching staff for getting us where we need to go. Graduates, we did everything that we had to do to get to this point. If y'all didn't know the theme of the speech, it's called We Are Here. But I want to tell you something, graduates. We are here. We are very happy for the goal that you've achieved. But one word that I do not want to be in your vocabulary. It's called complacency. We are not going to sit complacent because we conquered one goal, but we will set others. And you will get to that point. Keep doing the things that you have to do. It has been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be your principal. That's all I got to say, Javi. I love y'all. Graduates, have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I just want to say one more thing. We here. It's serious, everybody. We are here. We've been through pandemics. We've been through tough times. All of these graduates that you see before you, it did not stop them. The necessary grit, perseverance, passion, dedication, and determination, they have exemplified all of that. May God bless you. We love you all. At this time, I would like to introduce my boss, the superintendent of schools, Mr. Terrence George.
For 3 years, I've had to lower the microphone after Mr. Large. He finally got it right and pulled it down for me. He really is here, don't you think? So Mr. Large and I never coordinate our speeches. So tonight, if you see and hear some familiar themes, forgive me. Maybe we can plan a little bit ahead, but that would require Mr. Large writing his speech down, and I don't think he can do that. So bear with me. I'll start with a question. Raise your hand if you've ever been to Guatemala. Well, I know we have more than that. We have some people who used to live there. Okay. So many, many years ago, long before our graduates were born, I spent 2 summers in a part of Guatemala called Huehuetenango. Now, Huehuetenango, first of all, has the coolest name of any city anywhere, right? Second of all, what you need to know about Huehuetenango are a few things. In 1985 and 86, when I was there, it was ground zero in the middle of a civil war. So it had the largest army base in the country, and you could hear sometimes shots at night in the mountains. And it was very much in the mountains. Huehue is in a valley at the same altitude as Denver, so it's a mile above sea level, but it's surrounded by mountains that go up to 2 miles high, up to 12,000 feet. And if you ask any Guatemalan about Huehuetenango, the first thing they will always say is, hace frío. It's very cold there. Every Guatemala, right? You know what you know what I'm saying, right? So when I was there, attempting to teach English, not very well, I might add, my second summer I rented a room in a house in the community. I was 20. There was another young man who lived there who was 18. His name was Juan. Juan, though, had a very different story than I did. I came from the U.S. to Guatemala hoping to teach. Juan grew up in a village up in the mountains so remote that it didn't have a school. Didn't have a high school, didn't have a grade school, nothing. Small farming community. So when he was about 14 or 15, he decided that he needed to do something more. So he got himself up and he walked down the mountain to Huehuetenango, and he found himself a job at the house where I lived. At that job, he swept, he cooked, he cleaned, and at night he would set up a cot in the kitchen because that's where he slept. And then when he was done cleaning up after dinner, he would go to school. And in Guatemala at that time, I don't know what it is now, but at that time there was no such thing as free school. Everybody had to pay something. So Juan earned about 40 quetzales a month. Back then, and I think even now, a Kate Sol is worth about 20 cents. So he made maybe $10 a month. Half of that went to his tuition at school, which was 20 Kate Soles a month. His plan, and I should point out that at 18 he was in second grade. For those of you that worried you were late to graduate, right? His plan was to learn his numbers well enough that he could get a job as a waiter in a restaurant. For that goal, he came down from the mountains. He worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and he slept on a cot in the kitchen. All of you remind me of him. Maybe you didn't come out of the mountains, maybe you did. But you've all climbed mountains to get where you are today. One other thing you need to know about Juan, because we became very good friends. He got paid one day and he said to me, he said, Terry, I would like to take you out for a snack, antojitos. Just a little something and a drink. And I was a college kid. It's not like I had a lot of money, but I knew I had a lot more than Juan. And I said, well, can I pay at least for half? He said, no, you are my guest. I want to take you out as a gesture of friendship. He didn't say that, but that's what it was. Those are things that I will never, ever forget. His determination and his generosity. Now, in our society, we love to worship heroes, right? We all love comic strips, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Black Panther. We like to worship celebrities, or at least many of us do. Angelina Jolie, Kim Kardashian, Beyonce, Selena, Shakira, you name it. We love to worship these celebrities. Some of us like to worship athletes like LeBron James or Simone Biles. I'll let you in on a secret. Mr. Large really looks up to Muhammad Ali and Michael Jordan a lot. He wasn't sure who came after them, so we won't ask. Some people look up to billionaires like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. Sometimes, but less and less these days, we make our politicians into heroes as well. But one of the great things about being a free person in the United States of America is we get to decide who our heroes are. I look for two things in my heroes. Number one, did they have to overcome obstacles? Did they have to fight to get where they are? Or did it come easily to them? Did they keep going when people told them they couldn't do it? Did they persist when they wanted to give up? Secondly, do they put others before themselves? Is it all about the number of clicks? Is it all about the number of pictures in the paper and the articles? Or is it really about how much we can do to help others? How much can we give? Not of our extra, not giving away 10 million of our $5 billion, right? But do we give to the point where it hurts to help someone? Are we willing to sacrifice to make the world a better place, whether it's for the entire community or the person who lives down the street? To me, my friend Juan was both of those. He worked 7 days a week, never complained, never made a noise, and always did it with a smile, and still remembered to show kindness to somebody who is new to his country. I live in Northwest Detroit. I love to come to Grand Rapids, and in both places, I see heroes every day, but they're never on TV. They're never on my social media feed. They're never on Instagram. I see people that wait in the cold, in the dark for a bus, and in Detroit, those buses don't always come. And then I see fathers and mothers that work overtime and double shifts. And then somehow, when they get home, even though all they want to do is go to sleep, they find the time to take their children to the park or to get an ice cream cone. I see neighbors that will volunteer to go to their elderly neighbor's house to help take out the garbage or go grocery shopping, even without being asked. I see families that through fostering or adopting children make it their business to raise children that were not born to them. I see teachers, like those here at Covenant House Academy, that give far more than just their knowledge. They give their time beyond the workday, I might add. They give really good advice, kind of like you would get from your grandparents or parents. And most of all, they give of their heart. I want to have a little intermission here in my talk. We have two of those teachers that will be leaving us at the end of the year, Mr. Carey and Mr. Bickle, who I would ask to stand, and I would ask all of you to give them a big round of applause and thank them for all they do. We will miss them, but heroes do great things wherever they go, and I know both of them will continue to give to others. I see your families, your parents, your cousins, your uncles, your grandparents, who may have raised you on the streets of Grand Rapids or Muskegon or Lansing or Detroit and kept you safe, or who brought you from places like Tanzania or Congo or Mexico or Guatemala to be here today in the hopes that you could build a better life. And I see all of you. I read through all the slides that Mr. Lavin prepared about your dreams and your quotes and your advice to future grads. They told a story because you all said almost the same thing. They all talked about determination and obstacles. But what I loved was they all, in one way or the other, said this, that it was inside that you found what you needed to overcome those obstacles. Each of you dug deep and found the resolve, the toughness, and the strength to do it. And I loved a couple of the quotes. I want to share two of them. And if I pronounce your name incorrectly, I apologize. Jaya's quote, "No matter how bad life is right now, no matter how hurt or angry you are, you have to keep going. Life does not stop for us. You have to push through." I especially like, too, Erica's quote, "Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving, but we get stronger and more resilient." Both of those are fantastic rules to live by. In your comments, your quotes, and your plans for the future, I also see young people who are going to give back in many different ways. Rhoda, who plans to become a certified nursing assistant or a medical assistant. Cheyenne, who plans to go into law enforcement. Faith, who plans to be an entrepreneur, creating jobs in her community. Ahmed, who plans to help rebuild his native country of Iraq. Lourdes and Kimberly, whose daughters are here today and will grow up to be strong, confident, capable women because their heroes made a commitment to them. No matter what career path you choose, though, I believe you will all find a way to give back, whether it's in your work, your community, in your family. No matter what you do, you can make a difference because you know what it takes to succeed, no matter what the obstacles. You understand what is required. You have developed a toughness, a determination, a bad attitude sometimes that refuses to accept defeat, and a bad attitude can be a really good thing. Share what you have learned with others. Be the neighbor that doesn't give up on your street. Be the uncle or aunt that takes a niece or nephew under your wings when they're going the wrong way. However you choose to do it, share your determination, your toughness, your wisdom, and your attitude with others. Because that's what heroes do. And tonight, graduates, that's what you are to all of us. Congratulations. And it's my pleasure to introduce one more of my heroes tonight. Jen Coppins is our board president, who for 10 years has worked to guide Covenant House Academy to make sure we were sound, to make sure we had the best staff possible, and to make sure that we were always, always, always putting our students first. Jen?
Thank you very much, Terry. A couple quick things. I just want to say thank you to three groups. First of all, our entire school is a very special place. I mean, this is a school that's one of a kind. And we've had a lot of things that have happened over the last several years, outside forces that we couldn't control, a world that went sideways and back and forth, yet our soul stayed the same. And that's because of our teachers and our administrators and our staff and all the people that are there every day. Regardless of what got thrown at us, they kept us who we were. And now as we're pulling out of it and getting back on track, I'm just very proud of the fact that we are still the same people we started out 5 or 10 years ago when I was here. So I have nothing but respect and gratitude to say to all the people who helped make Covenant House what it is. Secondly, for everyone who's here, one of my favorite things in the world is coming out to celebrate 30-some graduates and see a church filled wall to wall. It's amazing. And hopefully you guys as our graduates feel the support, whether you're just here for the day to help celebrate or you've been at home with them every day along the way. I think it's amazing that you're here to support them, and I thank you for coming out. And finally, our graduates. Without you guys, well, go ahead. I apologize, I got ahead of myself there. And to our graduates, it took years for you guys to get here, from the moment you first walked in the first classroom until now. For moments where you had help and moments when you didn't, when you loved it and when you hated it. And none of us would be standing here, none of us could be here if it wasn't for the work you put in. I'll never know how much work you did or how long it took to get here or what you had to go through, but I respect that you did. And just know that there is a room of people who believe in you and are here to celebrate your accomplishments. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jen. Thank you, Superintendent George. All right, everybody. A couple more thank yous before we preside with our next situation. Big shout out and thanks goes to the Kent ISD. I would also like to thank our finance director, Ms. Mozetta Clay, for making that trip from Detroit. Thank you for coming. I would also like to thank Applause Floor Care, who's done outstanding work at our school and made substantial donations. And last but not least, in the spirit of the village, I have to extend a special thanks to the men who make up the Silverbacks of Grand Rapids. Thank you, brothers. I am a Silverback myself. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate that. All right, everybody. Next order of business. There are 2 awards presented to graduates at Covenant House Academy. They are the Dove Award and the Outstanding Senior Award. Now, this is special, everybody. Now, the Outstanding Senior Award is presented each graduation to an individual who demonstrates respect for teachers, their classmates, and our school environment. They are poised to learn. They are focused. They strive to reach their personal goals. I am proud. I'm very proud. I'm proud to present the CHAGR Outstanding Senior Award to my daughter, Miss Yelena Pontos. I told everybody up here I wasn't going to start crying. I grabbed a towel just in case. Let's go, sissy.
How's everyone doing tonight? My name is Yelena Pantojas, and I wanted to start by saying I'm honored and glad to be giving this speech because I've always wanted to, but I never thought I would actually be able to. When I was in middle school, my grandma would take me to school, and we would say these affirmations in the morning. I am a child of the Most High God. And over time, we'd add on to it. And one of them was, I will graduate at the top of my class. And I repeated it, of course, but I didn't believe it really. I didn't think it was too realistic for me due to the school and standards at the time. But I continued to do my best. And then when Corona hit, let's just say online school was not for me. And I'm glad I'm glad to have been able to attend Covenant House because I probably would not have graduated. And I'm thankful for all the staff. You guys, I've been to plenty of schools, and I can tell you guys really care here. Mr. R, Miss Kaysan, Miss Beckman, Mr. Carey, Mr. and Mrs. Bickle, just to name a few. And even the lunch lady, Mrs. Brown's, taking me home when I needed. I appreciate you guys looking out for me. And for the, sorry. And for all of you guys, not just graduating, but for your goals, as long as you believe in your heart and profess with your mouth, then you can. Thank you, Mom, and thank you, Big Markeith, for being the greatest stepdad and principal.
I told y'all I wasn't going to cry. Absolutely, absolutely. Once again, please give it up for none other than Miss Yelena Pantojas. Mr. Adams, can you please come to the podium?
The Dove Award is given to one individual from our academy that has overcome many adversities and hardships in order to reach their goals. This student is a true example of rising to the occasion to accomplish goals one by one. I'm proud to present the Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids Dove Award to Leo Melichek.
Hold on, give me a second. Of course, it's not loading right now. But regardless, I don't have a lot to say. But thank you for all the support. We all appreciate it, especially with all the graduating people right now. I would also like to thank the teachers behind us. They've helped us through a lot of challenges, not just me, but everybody. Even the people that aren't here today, I really appreciate them, and they should know that. I've told them multiple times. Anyways, speech loaded finally. Should be already halfway through. But again, to point out some few key members that helped me through my academic success, Mr. R, loved him. Amazing teacher. Miss Vanos and Miss Walsh, I could never deal with English 12 or 11. It's kind of boring. And then Mr. Carey and Miss Beckman. I'm not really good at math, so like they helped me a ton with that, and I really appreciate them. I want to end the speech with a quote I found. I don't know who wrote it. I'll find that out later. Never regret a day in your life. Good day bring happiness, bad day give experiences. Worst day give lesson, and the best day give memories.
Okay, the administrator wanted to take a moment to offer special thanks to one of our staff who has decided that it was time to hang it up and hang his hat and periodic table. Well, it's probably still hanging up in his classroom, but the first ever Staff Dove Award is being given to this individual in honor of his passion and commitment to helping our students reach their goal. Mr. Bickle. Now, Mr. Bickle, he has a nickname. We do not refer to Mr. Bickle as Mr. Bickle. If you walk around Covenant House Academy, Grand Rapids, we call him Big Wheezy. Mr. Bickles, his first name is Wayne, and if you did not know, he got lyrics like Little Wayne, so we named him Big Wheezy instead of Little Wheezy. He ran with it. He was a good sport, and the thing about it, we have uniform shirts, and our staff gets their names on their uniform shirts. Everybody has their last name on the uniform shirts. Not Mr. Bickle, he got Wheezy on his shirt. Now, he is an example of everything we hope for our students. He flourished in spite of a difficult childhood and went from dropping out of high school, see, we come from where you come from too, to dropping out of high school to earning a master's degree in education. He served in the Army in the 82nd Airborne until he felt the call of God in his life and went to Bible college to become a pastor. He served as a minister for more than 20 years. During this time, he and his lovely wife, Vicky, had 3 kids. Mr. Bickle has been an important part of our CHAGR family and will not be replaced. I am proud to present the first ever Staff Dove Award to the man himself, Mr. Wayne Big Wheezy Bickle.
Well, it's been an exciting road. I've had lots of opportunities to write poems about my various teammates, some who've retired, some who've gone to other places. But most of all, I'm going to miss the kids every day in class. I will. Thank you, Mr. Lodge.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bickle. All right, everybody. Everybody's kind of quiet. We're about to change that right now. Now, first and foremost, we got to show our graduates some love. If you are proud of the 2023 Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids graduates, make some noise. If you love the fact that they conquered every obstacle that was put forth in front of them, make some noise. To all of our 2023 graduates, if you are happy that you are in this moment, make some noise. Okay, everybody. Here at Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids, we pride ourselves on not only achieving our goals, but we also pride ourselves on having some fun. Graduates, a special tribute to you. This is our time where we take a trip down memory lane. Pardon the interruption, staff and students. It is a wonderful occasion, as we know how we do at Covenant House all the time. We turn up for our graduates. We do have a turn up as we can celebrate right now. Graduates, we had a lot of fun. Okay, the moment of truth has arrived. The presentations of diplomas. Mr. Adams, Ms. Bickle, Mr. Craig.
Will the first row of graduates please stand?
We now present to you Jonathan Arroyo Rico. Domerica Calderon Ramirez. Lourdes Cami Monteroso. Javier Cervera Jr. Brianna Cervera. Faith Ellis. Brianna Flanders. Davis Gonzalez Cortez. Cheyenne Graham. Carlos Eduardo Gutierrez Larios. Ahmed Hassan. William Jameson. Walter Jenkins. Rhodacia Joby Young. Dominic Jordan. Santiago de Jesus Lopez. Leo Malachich. Jaya McKinney. Asina Munga. Furaha Muema. Yalena Pantojas. Albino Perez Lopez. Eric Rodriguez. Kimberlyn Ruiz. Manuel Tzok Guzman. Wilfredo Vasquez. Destiny Unique Williams. Erica Williams. And Jasmine Kaminga.
At this time, I would like to welcome back our superintendent, Mr. George.
it's a work in progress. We're getting there. And I think all our graduates made it back. So now, we get to do my favorite part of the whole night. Graduates, if you would please rise. On behalf of the faculty of Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids, I hereby declare to all of you here tonight that the candidates have met all the requirements for a high school diploma according to the state of Michigan. Therefore, under the authority vested in me by the state of Michigan and the Board of Directors of Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids, I hereby confer upon these candidates a high school diploma. Are you ready? Graduates, you may turn your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and my honor to be the first to present to you the graduating class of 2023 from Covenant House Academy Grand Rapids.
Okay. I would like to say thank you all so very, very much for attending our 2023 June graduation and celebrating with us. We ask that you allow the graduates and staff to exit the auditorium before you exit. Once again, thank you very much. Enjoy your evening. Be safe. All right, everybody.